Today guys, review video. We're going to be speaking on some graphic element packs. We're going to be reviewing a sponsored product. As you guys know, if I'm talking about some sort of sponsored thing where I'm talking about money in general, I firmly believe in the product that I'm trying to put out to you guys. I think it can help you, and in this video we're going to explain why. So we are going to be speaking about the Toko graphics pack by Motioncan. As you can see, $60, but in return you get 1,500 elements. Now this you might have seen a lot on VideoHive. I know I stumbled across this a lot before I got in contact about this pack in particular. So the first thing you may be thinking is, this is $60, is this worth it? And I would say it depends on what you are doing and what you are trying to create, but in my opinion it would be worth it. I've probably spent way over $60. I've probably spent into the hundreds on separate graphic packs. At first I think you might be kind of standoffish to want to spend a lot of money, but you are getting a lot in return. You don't have to go and keep buying different packs for different things. Like maybe you want a lower thirds pack, you could spend 30 bucks on just a lower thirds when this is already included here, as well as a bunch of other things like pop outs, call outs, things like social media handle elements, as well as a bunch of other transitions. So let's actually go into the ins and outs of this. So upon downloading, once you unzip the actual zip file, you're going to get this here. You're going to get a normal little folder structure. Now you're going to want to start at your help file. Go ahead and open that up, and this will basically take you through everything. So you have your installation. It's pretty standard. You're going to use the ZXP installer, which you can just get if you click the link. And another great thing that I noticed about this is it works through the Motionbro extension. So you can actually get the Motionbro free extension, which is great for just installing a bunch of these little add-ons, and you already have one of the top of the line After Effects window extensions to work with. Get that if you still need to install Motionbro. You can get that for free, like I said. For those of you who have no idea what Motionbro is, let me go ahead and fire that up and we can check it out. So once you're in After Effects, you just click over to Window. Quick little side note, there's also some project files for Adobe Premiere for those of you that don't have After Effects. But anyways, so you go to Window in After Effects, we go to Extensions, and then you can just open up Motionbro. It'll open up your own little window extension here, which we can now just snap over wherever we'd like in our workspace. So I'll just put it up by my effect controls and we'll resize it. I already have some transition packs in here, which is great. So you're able to mix and match from what you may already have in the past or what you put in the future. But essentially, to load in this graphic pack, we can just click this folder here and we can just click this little install a pack of presets. Now we can just navigate back to that Toko graphics folder, and we can actually just find the list file, which should be in here. Right there. And this is of course all included in that help step-by-step guide if you need to refer back to that. Open up your list and it'll basically just load in and ask you for your purchase code. If you need your purchase code, let's just hop back in that Acrobat, this PDF file. And this is literally just showing you all the steps I just showed you. Click on this link to go to your VideoHive downloads to go ahead and get your actual code for purchasing. So once you find that license code, just go ahead and paste it in here, click OK. Now you'll see we have our Toko Graphics 3.0 already included within. So just a quick little overview. I'm reviewing this for the first time here. You have your folders, typography, backgrounds, transitions, shape elements, gradients, titles, lower thirds, callouts, big titles, text messages, infographics, devices, logo reveals, and sound effects. So they do give you a huge amount of value for the money being spent. I know that I bought a lower thirds pack before. I bought callouts, I bought text message packs, I bought everything from social media. I probably spent, like I said, well over $100, $200 on these individual graphic packs for when I needed them at the moment. If you want to save yourself some money in the long run, go ahead and check this out, and you actually do get a great amount of content. It looks like some nice little templates that open up. You have some nice motion graphic stuff. So let's go back to our project bin. We'll go ahead and create a new composition here. And then within this composition, we'll head back over to our Motionbro here and our typography with our Toko graphics, and say we're doing something for some corporate job. Maybe you're creating some sort of titles. Now you can use this. We'll go ahead and click this, load that into the composition. Now a thing with the fonts, if you go back into that folder structure here, you'll see that you can actually find a link to download all the fonts they use in the examples. And if we play that, you'll see we now have our composition here. If you want to actually customize it, you can just double click on that comp, and then you'll see all of the ins and outs of the things you can change. So say for example, you want to just change the text, you can do that, such as this. So very easy, customizable. You can just pop into the composition. As for backgrounds, they do give you a lot of different really cool things. So this would be great for if you're creating some sort of like a YouTube intro or outro. Now this is something I just stumbled across, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised to see this. They include a lot of transitions which you can use. So this in of itself you can use for music video editing if you want to use some of these simple camera transitions, overlay transitions. So they include that all within there. And with that Motionbro extension, you get all of these really nice presets for how you want want this transition to be. Very customizable. You also get some nice little creative gradients here. So if you are some sort of a YouTuber creating YouTube content, or like I said, creating some sort of corporate work, this is going to be very, very useful for you. And then just some more quick browsing will show you some of the other things. Text messages, you have your lower thirds, which in and of itself is super useful. You have your callouts. Now this would be great for something like a car commercial. I've also seen this done in YouTube vlogs as well, where they kind of place these little call out structures and they use it as some more information added into the video. Text message, I've seen this used a lot within music videos. It's just nice to have some sort of different presets, and of course everything's in easy to use templates. Now these shape elements, these are pretty cool. I definitely would use these for music videos in general. You get these super cool like Instagram live like emoji overlays. So tons of different emojis. They even have this counter here, which is pretty sick. In terms of these overlays, Premiere, Photoshop, After Effects, Illustrator stuff. They give you a lot of tutorial links within the file structure here, which you can check out. Even just this infographics section here, I've seen these infographic packs go for $60 plus just for infographics such as this. So really don't sleep on this. I want to show you guys some real world examples of actually using this instead of just throwing some random things on the screen here. So recently I worked on this music video here, Joe Moses, Future, and Metro Boomin. The song was called Go Viral, so I wanted to find some graphic element packs that represented that very well. These little pop-up comment-like graphics as well. And this, I actually mixed together some of the elements using 3D tracking and literally had a hallway scene where you kind of walk through and all these different graphic elements are in your face. So some really interesting things you can do with that. Let me just show you how you can customize these. So we'll go ahead and open up some of these little social media packs here. So check it out, guys. Here's what this composition looks like with the 3D tracking, adding in some of these graphic elements, using the 3D camera tracker to actually match that with our camera. Let's go ahead and try and create something like this from scratch quickly. Like I said, I want to create a full kind of augmented reality tutorial in the future. So we're not going to talk about all of the flashy customizing, but I am just going to paste this composition in here, and I will just quickly show you what we can do with this graphic elements to mix together with our scene. So I'll right click on here. I'll go to track and stabilize, and I'll go to track camera. And then we're just going to go ahead and analyze that. All right, so our 3D camera tracker went through. I'm just going to go ahead and click create camera here in our effect controls. And now we can hop back over. Of course, you can go to window, open up your Motionbro extension again. I already have mine open, so we'll just pop open the Motionbro. We'll click on our graphics pack and we'll say, I don't know what to put in here, but I'm going to use this to help me out in this situation. So let's see, you can go ahead and apply anything you really want. Say you want to add some text message parts for a music video. All right, so our graphic is now within our composition. If we just play this through, you'll see that it's just going to pop up in 2D space. But if we click toggle switches and modes down here, we can enable this to be a 3D layer. And now check this out. So now our graphic will pop up and it's going to be floating within our 3D space because we tracked it with our camera. And we can do that with anything within this graphics pack, which is where the value really comes in. So now we have our 2D lower thirds. Click toggle switches and modes, enable that to be a 3D layer. Now we can just take that, drag it in our Z position, and now we just have a bunch of cool graphics popping up in different parts of the video and in different Z positions. If you want to copy what I did with that music video, we can go to our shape elements tab here, and let's try and pop up some of these little follower icons. We'll hit toggle switches and modes. We'll make that a 3D layer like we did with the other two. Now this is tracked within 3D space. If you want, you can move it on your axes to position it above a specific person in here, make it look like it's their own little follower count graphic that's popping up. Add any effects on top of this here. So maybe we just want to add a little color balance HLS, drop that. There you go. So there is the showcase of what you can really do with this effect. Now let's talk about in Adobe Premiere. I know a lot of you guys don't really go into After Effects, you stay within Adobe Premiere. So let's hop into Premiere, and there's a few ways we can use this pack within Adobe Premiere. The first way is through dynamic linking. If you do have After Effects, but you want it to pop up in Adobe Premiere, you can go ahead and go to your project bin here, click this new page item, and just create a transparent video, and click OK. You can drag that into your composition, kind of like you do with adjustment layers, and then just right click on it and click replace with After Effects composition. And now we can delete the transparent video in here. We can drag any composition we've been working on in After Effects into here. So what we were just working on, we can drag that, click file, save, hop back into Adobe Premiere with this dynamic link once that's done saving. And now you guys will see it pops up here with our actual graphic element which we created. Or what you can do is you can actually go into the comp and maybe just delete or hide the footage if you just want that graphic element on a transparent background. Now we actually have this in its own layer with a transparent background. So let's go ahead and just drop a color matte, or of course you guys can just drop any footage you want in a video layer below this, and you'll see this will go above it. So that's the first way to do it. The second way to do it is we can actually go and put this within our essential graphics panel if you guys use that a lot. Of course, like I said, there's links to full tutorials on how to install all this, how to work everything. So if you need to, check that out. Really what you need to do is find this location here and just drag one of the files from the purchase file into your Adobe template media folder. And like I said, follow this tutorial if you need help installing that. So here is my Adobe common motion graphics template folder, and then I'll open up our Toko graphics folder, and now you can just click Control C on this and then Control V to paste it within your motion graphics templates part here. And then you can reopen Adobe Premiere, click into your graphic element folder tab, and then you'll have all that stuff available within only Adobe Premiere. We can go over to our graphics workspace here to open up our central graphics panel here. Then under my templates, I can just look up the Toko graphics. There you go, guys. All the things we were just speaking on, all these backgrounds, all these cool elements here, which we were speaking of. All right, guys, so I hope you did enjoy this showcase review of the product. I did think it was really great. If you did enjoy, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want me to talk about next. Let me know what you want to see next from me. Link down below if you are interested within this. Like I said, for a lot of you, price tag might seem hefty, but this is probably the best bang for your buck graphic pack on the internet, in my opinion. So go ahead and check it out. And I'm just going to scroll down here and give you a quick little showcase. Of course, you can do this yourself, of all the things you get. You get your devices, you get your infographics, you get your social media elements, you get all this cool stuff. Titles, lower thirds, callouts, backgrounds, motion graphics things, some more title templates, some kind of flashy things, shapes, gradients, logo reveals, flat transitions, camera transitions, overlay transitions, icons, everything. So hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for supporting, and I'll see you guys in the next one.